Images are the most important part of each application, and we want to look today at how we can integrate some filters. Then we look at how we can make images rounded and also how we can add a border to our images. And lastly, we look at the different options which we have to fill an image, and there are many options and we will go over all of them. If you are new here, subscribe to my channel and make sure to watch this video till the end. This video is sponsored by Invoice Ninja. Invoice Ninja is one of the largest open source platforms for invoicing. If you search for something to manage your invoices with Flutter and handle also your online payments, this service might be something for you. And to get started with this Invoice Ninja plugin, you find the link in the description box of this video. Let's get started by creating images which are rounded and also have a border. We start here with an image 250 pixels by 250 pixels, and if you don't know what we are doing here, then watch the last video where I have explained everything in detail about this image widget. And now we want to make this image rounded, so you simply wrap it inside of a clip rect, and here inside you can then set the radius, how much it should be rounded, and if you put here a higher value inside, then it is more rounded. And like you can see, I can also put here a higher value inside, and then we have here more roundness. Now we also want to interact with our image, and therefore we create here a new image, and this time if you tap then on it, there will be a splash, and therefore we can use here this ink.image. Here inside you need to set this image, which is of type image provider, so you need to set here this network image inside instead of this image.network, and this is exactly what we have learned in the last video. And next to it you can also set a height and a width, and then you also need to set here the child property to an inkwell and also put here this on tabbed handler inside. And if you do this, you see that we have here this splash if we click on this image, and this is already pretty cool. If you like, you can also change this color, so you simply can define here the splash color and simply change it to different color, so now it's more black like you can see, for example. We can also make this image here rounded with the splash, so we simply wrap here a material widget around, and here you set first of all the clip behavior, and then you set here a shape, and here we basically set the roundness of our image. And then it looks like this, and you see that we have here also the splash exactly for this shape. Finally, we want also to create some borders for our images, and here I have simply created a new image with this image.network. And now to create this border, you simply wrap a container around, and here inside you can set the decoration. So we want to set this box decoration so that we can set here a border around, and here inside you set then the border property, and we make it here to all directions. And by default it looks then like this, but you can also change it, so you can change here the color of this border and also how big this border should be. So in this case 5 pixels, and then you have here this increased border around. Now we want to create also a rounded border, and therefore we simply copy this here and put it here again below. And this time we want to set here in our decoration also this property of border radius. So this means that our border is also rounded, and here you can set the roundness of this border, and then it will look like this. Now you see that we have here a rounded border. However, inside we have this image, and the image is not rounded, and therefore it is here overlapping on the edges, and that's what we want to change. Therefore we simply take here this image and wrap here a clip rect around, and then we want to make it rounded, so we put here a border radius inside, and this is a little bit smaller than the one above. And if you do this, then you see that our image here is rounded, and you need to find here the right value. So if you go with less, then you will see here at the edges some changes. So we have here something which is not right, so you need to find here the right value for it. Let's also create now for our images some filters, like you can see. After it we want to go over and also create this box fit and want to look at how we can basically fit our images correctly inside of our boxes or our widgets. I have created here some image again, and this time we want to add the filter, so we simply put here a color inside, and then we have here for example the screen color, and then you also can set here a color blend mode, and this will then make our image here more in green, and you can basically also change here the colors, so all our images are blended here with the color of red in this case. We can also add here more complex filters, so I simply created here a new image again, and this time you wrap it simply inside of a colored filter, and then you can basically set here a color filter, and we have here some possibilities. I have created here this file color filters, so it's inside of this file here, and here we basically have different filters, and here we have the grayscale, sepia and invert, and I basically got them from this API here. So basically, if you go to the documentation of this color filter, then you can find here all these color codes which I'm currently using. Or what you also can do is you simply get here this whole source code of this application with the first link in the description, and with the second link you can get my Flutter course where I teach you how you can become a more advanced Flutter developer. Let's go back to our filter widget where we have here our first filter inside, the grayscale. And now if I hot reload, you see that our images are gray, and you can also change here these filters. So basically you can create also an image of a sepia, and then it looks like this. And we have also here this filter of invert, and then it looks like this. However, there are also more filters available, and I already made a tutorial about it. So you can find this link about this tutorial in the description box of this video. The last thing we want to look at is how we can use the different box fits, and here we have plenty of them in Flutter, and we will go over all of them. Before we go more into detail about all the different fits we have here, so in this case we supply here for example a box fit cover for this image, we also want to look here at some other fields which we have in our image widget. So first of all, we have here this semantic label, and here basically you can set a description of the image for voice applications. So for some applications it is really helpful, or also for websites later, to set here this inside, because not everyone can see this image, so maybe they go over it with some application to hear what the content of our application is. And also what is really important is to set here for example this error builder. So in the case this image didn't get loaded from the internet, what should happen? So let's say we have here an image which is not right in the format, and now you see, okay, cannot load image, and that's because I have here put this text widget inside, which is displayed in case that we have here no image inside. Alright, now we want to go over this image here and set different fits to this image, and therefore I have created here a method which basically puts here every time for this image a different fit variable inside, which you also can do like this here at the top. However, this makes more sense for me, so it doesn't take so much place here inside. The first thing what we have here is a box fit none, and this basically takes here this image and simply puts it here inside without fitting it to this size what we get here. So it's simply putting this image inside. Then we have here also this fill, and here basically it takes this whole image which we have and put it here inside of the size which we have defined here, and in this case it's a square, so he will simply also change the aspect ratio of this image, and the image is not right displayed anymore with its aspect ratio, and this is not really cool, so this is really like what you rarely use for your applications, I guess. And then we also have here this alternative, which is box fit cover, and this is pretty cool because it simply puts here this whole image inside of this smaller box what we have here available, and then it simply clips some part of the image which cannot be displayed. And basically you can also set for your images next to this fit property also an alignment, and here we set basically now different alignments, center, top center and bottom center, to see the differences. So if you have your box fit cover and it is here clipped at the top and also at the bottom, then you can also change the alignment of your image. So for example, you set it to top center, and then the top of this image is displayed, and you see it is like different what we have here, because this is basically centered every time, this image. However, if you like to change the alignment of your image, then you can also set it so that he shows the top part of our image, and you can also set here the bottom part of our image if you like. Now let's go over without alignment again. So this time we look at box fit height, and here basically it takes this image which we have and tries to put it here inside. So basically it takes the whole height available and tries to put then this image there inside without changing the aspect ratio of our image. Then we also have fit width, so he simply puts this image to the whole width which is available, and then it simply cuts here some part of the height if it's not fitting. And box fit contain is in this example the same as this fit height. Before we looked at a portrait image, and now we want to look at how a landscape image will behave if we also apply these box fits to this image. Let's start with box fit none, and here it basically takes this image and puts it here inside without changing here anything about our image. So it doesn't matter what size you put here inside for this image, because he will not care about the size of this here. Then we also have fit, and again this doesn't look great. However, he tries to fit here this whole image which we have inside of the small box which we have supplied here. And then we also have here box fit cover again, and he will then simply put here this image as much as possible inside of our width and height which we have here, and every time it is filled here completely. However, for a landscape image, the left side and the right side is cutted a bit. And therefore we can set here again some alignment. So this time we take the alignment of center for this one, and center left and center right, because here we have every time the cut on the left side or on the right side. And if you put here center left inside, he will simply go to the left side of the image and show here everything on the left side, and on the right side is more cutted. However, on the left side is nothing cutted. And you also can here set, for example, center right, so he shows everything from the right side of our image and the left side is cutted. Lastly, we look at fit height and fit width, and fit height basically puts here this whole image inside. However, it is cutted then on the left side and on the right side. And then we also have here fit width, so it simply puts this image to the whole width available, and the height is then less, like you can see in this example. And we also have contain, and this is exactly the same as fit width. And as a hint, Invoice Ninja has built an app with Flutter for managing invoices, and this Flutter app is open source and you can check it out, this app, and also the source code on GitHub. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here to get the latest news about Flutter, and see you soon. Bye!